Welcome. This is the Customer Focused Marketing Podcast, and I'm your host, Russell Van. Welcome, all my listeners here in the United States and around the world. Today we're here with Ms. Coco, and she is the owner of Coco Cakery. Glad to have you. Nice to talk to you. I'm asking, how are you feeling today? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Glad to have you. I'm glad you're able to spend some time with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, the cakery, which is a play on words because you actually bake, and you have a lineup of, as I understand it, there are cakes, there are brownies, and there are cupcakes.
Yes.
That's pretty much what it is, right?
Yes.
What are you known for? What of those three products are you really famous for?
The signature product is the red velvet and also a party cake. I have a white cake with sprinkles that the clients love.
A party cake?
Mm-hmm.
Is that like a offshoot of the king cake they have down at Mardi Gras?
Oh, no, but I've seen the king cake, and no, it's not a version of that.
But you call it the party cake. Is it for any particular holiday or a special occasion?
It's just for any holiday. Any holiday, if you want it for a birthday party, it's just really good. I make it with it's basically a white cake with sprinkles. The frosting is like a white buttercream cream cheese icing. So it really goes well with the cake, and people really like it.
Well, you got my lips smacking already. Just thinking of that cream cheese icing.
Mm-hmm.
Really tasty stuff. Okay, well, starting from the beginning, what were you doing before you opened up this business?
I was a teacher, and I got laid off.
A teacher? What were you teaching, grade school, high school, college?
No, I was teaching like preschool, first grade, kindergarten, grades like that. So the smaller grades.
I can't even imagine what district, what supervisor of schools is laying off the precious needed teachers that we need more of. That's just disheartening. So, what turned you down this road to do this, make it this bakery? What was going through your head when that came about?
Well, trying to generate income, and I was trying to figure something out. And then my daughter, she mentioned, you know what, Mom, you should do cakes because they really like your cakes. And I didn't think nothing of it, but I did have like a particular family that would request a certain, like the party cake every holiday. Can you bring your cake? Can you make us a cake? I want this cake for my birthday. So me doing that, I didn't think anything of it, but when my daughter said that kind of clicked. So I'm like, okay. So I started from there, thinking of the name, thinking of business cards, researching, reading, just everything that I needed to do to get started.
Is this your first business?
I try to do something else, but I kind of get tired of it. So, yeah, this is kind of like the first business that I really stuck with. So, and I really enjoy it. So
I'm thinking you found it was a learning curve to get up and running, and now get things started and going, huh?
Yeah, because with this business, I can just branch off and do other stuff. I just don't have to do cakes I can do events, I can do parties, I can do classes. It's like a whole host of other stuff that I can do just with the baking. So that's why I really enjoy it.
Any special business classes or teachings or mentors that you counseled with?
Well, I have a couple of people that are in business that I kind of look up to and see that their business is booming. So I kind of look, see what they have going on, and I don't want to say mimic, but I really look up to them. So I kind of value what they're doing. And then also I've gone to school. I've taken sociology in the master's program, so I have that background as well. And then I really know how to do research and read on my own to, like whatever I need to do. But like at some point, if I need help or when I need help, I do go to certain people as far as for like different things. If I need help with marketing or, pretty soon I may be looking for a manager or something like that, I'll grill them well because I know what I want out of the business. So that person has to want the same thing. And also, anybody comes on board, they're going to have to, embellish the company as well.
So as far as staffing and help now, do you use anybody on a regular basis or part-time?
I use them on an as needed basis. It depends on what type of event it is or party or whatever. Then that's what I use them for.
Oh, it's like when you're doing a catering job.
Yeah, they'll assist me. Yes.
But as far as when they're actually working in the kitchen, actually making some of the product, you're on your own?
It depends. On that note, it depends again. So it depends on how big the order is.
Let's talk about I want to talk about your customer. How do they find you, or do you go putting the word out?
Well, usually Facebook or, again, events, parties, because I've been all over, so San Diego, Moreno Valley, Upland, Lancaster. So just like numerous cities that I've been all over, like putting the word out, taking my product out there, letting them try the product or selling the product. So I've done a lot of footwork, to get my product out there.
You physically get out there and feed people your good stuff.
Yes, yes.
And leave a little calling card. Do you use any type of advertising? Maybe like commercial advertising, traditional advertising, besides the business cards?
Just the business cards right now. I use the postcards, the rack cards, stuff like that. Commercial advertising, as far as the actual commercial?
Well, television, radio, newspaper, magazines.
No, not as of yet. But someone did contact me about doing a commercial for the company. So that's doable. When, I'm not sure, but, actual, like a little commercial for my company. I see that in the future. And also, I've done a couple of things, like on video, like promoting my product, and like I said, I got laid off and how I started and stuff like that. I do have like a couple of videos like that.
Are they posted on the website?
I think, no, they're not posted on my website. And that's a light bulb.
You were telling me that on the website, though, there's a bunch of pictures showing your product and at different events. I'm thinking.
Okay, on Facebook, there's different events, and there's a lot of different products that I've made already. But on my website, I have like maybe several items on there. I have like the testimonials. I have the prices on there and the flavors on the website.
Now, I'm thinking someone besides the family loves your work, and they tell you, they write you testimonials. What do they do? How did you know, besides them licking their fingers, that they were satisfied?
How do I know if somebody's satisfied with my product?
Yeah.
It gives me, like, gratification that I know that I did my work. Because they'll taste it and they'll say, "Oh my God, this is awesome! Your product is really good." So, like getting the testimonials, I'll just request like a certain person. "Oh, can you give me, if they really like the product, can you give me this testimonial?" That's how I go about getting those.
Is that tough to do, to ask for that?
No, it's not for a testimonial. That's free.
I mean, when you ask the first person, they said they like your product, and you actually went there and said, "Well, could you put this into words? Can you put this on paper?" You didn't find any resistance to that? Were they willing to do it without hesitation?
Yes. I don't force anybody to do anything. I'm not that kind of person. So I'll just ask them. I can tell from the customer's face or the client's face, they really like the product. So, if I want that specific person to give me a testimonial, I'll just ask them, and they're happy to do it. So that's not something that I've never heard of anybody paying for a testimonial.
Oh, not paying for it. And you're on top of mind, off the top of your head, what was the very best experience you had with a customer?
Well, I'll get people to ask me, if they really like the product, "Oh, can you come can you come do this?" They'll ask me like over and over again, "Can I come back? Can you do this? I want this," or whatever. And I don't mind doing it. But it goes, like, for me, it goes, if I'll help you, I don't mind. The product is fine. But if they want me to, like, help them out in whatever they're doing, I expect the return. It just can't be like it's a one-way thing, if you understand what I'm saying. It's like reciprocate. Okay, I'm gonna help you. We can help each other with this, because I'm there to help others as well. I'm not one-sided with anything. If that makes sense to you.
It certainly does. It seems actionable that you both help each other with the things that you have planned.
Mm-hmm.
You both have goals. And certainly, if I'm going to help you get to your goals, I would expect that you would offer to help me get mine.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. I agree with you there.
Yeah, it's called building, with each other. Okay, you can help me with this, and I can help you with that. I don't mind. If it's like a mutual thing, that's fine. But when I see, like, it's just like a one-sided thing, I kind of back away. Because, that's like, oh, okay. What does this person have in mind? Or, I really don't deal with people like that.
Do you have anything like a loyalty program? Because, you're telling me about the party cake, and it's requested year in, year out. People who come back a certain amount of times to use your service, do you give them a discount or something to celebrate that return customer?
Discounts it's sometimes. I don't give discounts all the time. So if it depends on who the customer is, the client is, then maybe a discount. So, it depends.
Well, let me ask you this. Now that we're talking about discounts and stuff, how did you come up with the pricing? I know a lot of people that listen to this show, they work from home, they're entrepreneurs, and they have a tough time coming up what to charge for their product or service. Was that a difficult thing for you?
It wasn't, because I kind of just ventured out. I did visit like a few of the top bakeries, and I just went with my prices from there. So my prices right now are average for baked goods. They're not extremely high. They're not extremely low. They're average.
So you did some investigating.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to. Yeah, I guess you can say that. I did research. Don't invest.
Research.
I did my research. Yeah.
Okay. What about the business setup? Your friend that's in business, did they give you some referrals to a local attorney or an accountant or anybody like that? Any other professional that you use on a regular basis?
Usually, if I need somebody like that, I'll usually meet them at like different types of events, and I just wouldn't just bring somebody on board. I would research, what they're doing, just like their clients or whatever the same thing. I would have somebody do for me. So I wouldn't just. It depends on who the person is that's referring that person to me, but I would still do my own research as well.
Well, this has been really enlightening, Ms. Coco and Cakery, Coco's Cakery with a C. I think that is a wonderful name for what you do. It sounds like you really started off on the right foot. I wish you all the best. Before we go, if anybody in your local area can contact you, how should they do that?
My number is 424-219-0913. My website is coco-cakery.com.
Will you spell that for me, please?
The website is coco-cakery, CAKERY.com. They can also find me on Facebook under Coco Cakery 1 or Coco Cakery. I have two pages. One is a fan page, one is a business page. And then I also have Twitter under Coco Cakery 1.
Very good, very good. Okay, now just for review, tell us about your products. What flavors are popular?
The popular flavors, I can say, are red velvet. You have party cake, and then you also a lemon zest.
Lemon zest.
The older clients like the lemon zest. The cupcakes, it doesn't matter, so they can find that on my website. And the brownies, I usually make chocolate gourmet brownies, which are really moist. I have a Rocky Road brownie with everything in it, marshmallows, chocolate, nuts, different types of candy. So it just depends on what the client wants, and they can also find prices and flavors on the website.
Could you, just for the sake of not knowing, what is zest exactly?
Lemon zest. Maybe I'll keep that a secret.
Oh, all right. Family secret. We have a lot of family extras in these products that you are keeping close to the best. That's what makes them special, you trying to tell me?
All the secrets and surprises come from me. My dad taught me the basics, and I just went from there because I wanted like a really good product. So when I bake the product, I imagine if I'm going to eat the product. store, and I don't want to sit down and eat like a cake that's not really good, that's not moist. So I envision myself eating the product. So I want the client to have, very good product.
It sounds like a very good product. Now, I'm on the East Coast, so I'm like on the other side of the United States from you. I mean, if there was a way, I would love to have a sample. But it sounds like that would be very hard to do and keep it as moist as if it was straight out the oven and straight out of your kitchen.
No, it's not very hard. Because you have a lot of bakery companies that send the product. So you can send the product overnight. You can send it the next day. You can also freeze the product and have it sent out. So it's not very hard. It's just depending on.
You hear that, audience? You can get some of this too. All right, let's just review with the phone number to contact you. It's area code.
The area code is 424-219-0913.
Well, that's the number, folks. Call her. Order. All right. I thank you for your time. I enjoyed talking to you, and I'm going to say good night to you.
All right, and thanks again for having me on your show.
Friends and listeners to the Customer Focused Marketing Podcast, this is your host, Russell, and I want to leave you with some information so that you can contact me in the show. Now, there's two choices. On Spreaker, there is a comment area where you can write down any comments you have, good, bad, or indifferent. I take them all. And I give you a second choice. If you need me to respond to you quickly, this is the number you may text a message to. This is 941-875-6120. All right? If you want to text me, here's the number, area code 941-875-6120. If you want to write a comment, and it's totally your choice, on the Spreaker platform, where this recording will be hosted, there is a comment area for you to leave your comments and thoughts, concerns, and best of all, any praises you have for the Customer Focused Marketing Podcast or your host, me, Russell Van. All right? You guys take care and have a great day.